All right, another beautiful weekend here at Project 9 Oaks, and we are back on the camper. So we finished the main siding on this side of the camper not too long ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and now it's time to kind of button that up, kind of the little finishing touches things. So we got this edge piece right here that we got to put on. We got the bottom piece of tin that we got to put on and go over the wheel well, putting some rivets in that, and also finishing up the front, trimming that piece out. You know, it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but you know, a lot of these little nitpicky things, kind of closing out a project, it tends to take just as long as working on the main siding itself. Right though, so I think step one on this camper build, finishing up the siding, is this wheel well piece. It was in 2 pieces originally. I think there was some hole here that they cut, and I think I'm going to end up cutting it right here just with some tin snips, and then making a whole new front piece. That's what the front piece, it has too many notches out of it. I'm just going to just start over. So I'm going to do the back piece first because it has to go over this wheel well. And what it's going to I'm going to need to end up doing is this part that sticks up over the wheel well is a little long, I believe. So I'm about to take some measurements, and I might have to trim this just a little bit with the skill saw. So basically what I'm looking at here on the camper itself is this is the bottom piece of tin, and this is the wheel well. You can see it's got, you know, maybe 1.5 inches to go, and so I think that's a little too thick. So I'm going to take some measurements here and then bring you back in for when I, you know, get to cutting it or attaching it, whichever one the measurements come out to be. I think we got a good fit here. The back is a little short. I think that'll cover up with the corner piece here. And I think I built this back piece just a hair too long, maybe. But I needed that to be like that because the wheel well, you know, this shows that it needs to come forward a little bit to meet this other piece of the wheel well that's kind of already attached to the trailer. It kind of pulls in the tin. So I'm going to trim this a little bit. I think I can just cut that with some tin snips. And then that puts it a little short on this end. But I think that'll be okay. I don't know if you could see that. But I think it'll be okay. It fits good, you know, vertically. So I think, you know, when I'll rivet this in after I get the trim piece put on that's down here. And I'll rivet all that together, and it'll kind of pull it all together. So I think next is let's probably trim this piece out and then get to riveting this together. Okay, like most guys, you use a project as an excuse to buy a new tool. So I have a rivet gun here, and when I took my son, who's 6, to the store to buy this, he said, "Why are you buying a gun that's going to kill frogs?" I was like, "What are you talking about? A rivet gun?" Oh, and then as I was thinking, he was thinking I was saying a rivet gun that would kill frogs. So I don't know why you would get that at Lowe's, but anyway, so I have a rivet gun, and I've never used one of these before, so we'll figure it out. But have some short rivets here. All right. Well, here's the front taken care of, kind of trimmed it down. You know, the main piece here and then the small one. It's got a little bit of a notch in the bottom because the way the trim piece works, so I'll try to figure that out when I get to it. But I got to clean up this old butyl tape on the edges, so I'm going to do that on this side, and I'm come around here to the back. I've been messing with it a little bit because getting this notch in the rounded part at the top to fit, and then the bottom of this trim piece all to fit, is kind of been a hassle. So I'm gonna just clean off all the butyl tape. I think how this worked before is they just put the tape on the tin itself and then, you know, pushed in the trim piece, and then you know, screwed it in from the outside. So I'm gonna start cleaning this off. I got some, you know, plastic scrapers, and then I have a little wheel that I'm gonna put on the drill to kind of clean some of the fine little stuff off. So I'll do that, and then hopefully get these trim pieces on. That was less fun than I thought it was gonna be. Here I've got it. I've got to clean up some of this tape and stuff in here. It's kind of, you know, pooched out when I screwed it in, but that's about it. I've got to, I didn't screw every hole in, just, you know, every few to get it put in here. So I think it is okay. There's a few little things I want to clean up, but that's one side. I'm gonna do the front, and then that's it. And I think I might do that after I take a break for a minute. So anyway, I got a lot of this done. I got kind of some waves in it I gotta clean up, and I'm gonna put some windows in it, so I think that'll kind of clean up some of that. Anyway, I appreciate you guys sticking around for this video. We're, you know, kind of finishing up the trim work on this camper, and then we'll move on to the next part of it. Anyway, so again, thanks for sticking around for this Saturday, and I'll see you on the next project.